Hey everybody, it's a beautiful day out here in Katy, Texas, and actually Brookshire, smaller west of Katy. But anyway, it's a beautiful day to be cooking outdoors. A little chill in the air. It actually feels wonderful out here. I'm sure you people up north would think, yeah, you're a bunch of pansies down there, but I tell you what, come on down for the heat. We got you. But anyway, let's have some fun today. Today we're going to cook poor man's brisket, which basically is using a beef chuck roast. We got a nice Nolan Ryan at K. Roger Kroger yesterday. We'll be using a little bit of beef broth with that. We'll certainly be using the Swifty's seasoning Basic Instinct. If you haven't got that, you need to get it. It's great on beef. It's good on vegetables, all that. Got a glove, got a knife. We also got some pepperoncinis here that we'll use, and then we'll also be using some onion. I've got that all chopped up and ready to go steep things up. We'll be smoking on a little bit of pecan. I like it. You can use whatever wood flavor you like. This one just happens to be not overly smoky, like your mesquites and your hickories. So for people that just don't like all that smoke, yeah, pecan's a little easier. It's great on pork, but we're going to try it on this beef cut today. So to get things started, basically what we're going to do is move some of this stuff out of the way and make a little room. And open this bad boy up. And actually, I'm going to start over here. Make myself some room here. I'm going to put some of these onions in the bottom to keep this kind of off the bottom. And these onions will cook down, so it'll slowly work its way down to the bottom and into the juices. But anyway, I'm just going to lay a few at the bottom to keep it from scalding the bottom. I'll actually probably put some on top. Looks something like that. And so we're going to take our maize here. Put the glove on real quick. It's a nice cut of meat. Check that bad boy out. Oh yeah. So we're going to lay it on top of that. No real need to cut any of that up. The fat renders down. You can set this over here for now. The fat renders down real nicely, so you don't have to worry about that. Now I'm going to take some of this beef cock and add it to the bottom. We got the pit going. I will, like I said, add some wood chips. I got some charcoal in there. We got it up to a nice 250. You want to cook this slow, and much like you would a brisket. Take your time with it. Put a little moisture in there just to keep it from drying out. Get a tremendous amount of that. It'll make its own juices as it cooks. And then we will certainly take this safety tab off. Add some of this Basic Instinct. And you want to be liberal with this. Don't be scared. I mean, that salt actually helps. Pepper and the garlic in there gives it great flavor. So anyway, this is kind of what you're going for. Something much like that right there. Then I like to take some of these pepperoncinis, and I'm actually going to dump them in this bowl so I can get them out easier with the tongs. The pepperoncinis, actually, just kind of scatter them across the top. Like so. And I will also, I'm losing all my stuff here, add some onions to that, just because I have some extra left. Those on the top. And like I said, the sucker's right at about 250. I'm going to take my tongs out here. I'm going to add a little bit of wood, move my grill over to give us that nice smoky flavor. I don't need them that big. And a couple of smaller ones, something like this here. You just kind of put them into that fire. And that's going to start generating good smoke for us, which you'll see. Then simply take this, and I'm using an indirect method here. So all the charcoal is to this left side, and I've actually got a ceramic plate underneath this to keep the direct heat off of this. Because like I said, I want to cook it low and slow, okay? Like I said, hold it around 250, keep it there. So you can see we're starting to generate some smoke, which is a good thing from that pecan. I'm going to close it off, and this is where it's going to take some time. We're just going to have to let this bad boy go. Adjust my damper there. Everything's looking good. And I'm going to kind of clean up here a little bit, and I'll see you a little bit later to check on this bad boy. Okay, here we are. It's been about 3 hours since we put this bad boy on. It's time to check it. Take a look. You can see we're doing really well. The juices have developed, and everything still looks real juicy. I'm actually going to take it right now, though, and baste a little bit more moisture on top, because what we're going to do next is cover it. Let me check the temperature real quick and see where we're at. Typically, you want to cover it around 165, 170. And right now, we are sitting at 174. So, it's definitely time to wrap. And what this is going to do is it's going to speed the final stages up. And it's going to help that fat render down and loosen this meat up and make it really, really moist and tender. We're also going to seal in the juices, so it's just going to get very, very moist. That'll probably take, not too terribly much longer. It could take a couple hours if it decides it's going to try and stall or something like that on us, which happens. But like I said, this is one of those deals where you take your time, you enjoy a beer, hang out with friends, talk. You're cooking out this, hanging out in the back. You're cooking this, hanging out in the backyard, having fun. So anyway, that's where we're at. Our temperature is still good on the pit. It was actually holding at about 260, 265, which is fine. Definitely want to keep it below 275 if you can. That being the high side, and like I said, 250 on the low side. Anyway, we'll check back in a minute and see what's going on. Okay, an hour later, let's come and check this bad boy out. See what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's looking mighty fine, mighty fine. I'm gonna go ahead and baste it a little bit more. Still looks pretty juicy. Let's go ahead and take a temperature. I think it's ready to come off. See what we can get here. Should be over 200. And we are. That's about perfect. So we're going to take that bad boy off. I'm going to go ahead and cover it up. We're going to let it rest inside. And we will cut into it probably in about 30 minutes. So I'll see you inside. All right. Here we are. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Going to cut into this bad boy. It looks really good. Turned out great. These chuck roasts have several muscles that make them up. So cutting them can be a challenge. Much like a brisket, you want to cut against the grain. It just makes it tender to eat, even more so than going with the grain, and you kind of pulling it apart like a pulled pork kind of consistency. But anyway, we're going to cut into it and see what we end up with. I don't want to chop it into sections, but it seems very tender. Looking at it, it looks like you can see one side is against the grain and one side's with it. Again, two separate muscles, but we're not going to worry about that so much right now. We're just going to cut into it. Nice little 1/8 inch slice, and it's already falling apart. But as you can see, it's very tender. It's still juicy, and we're gonna take a bite out of that here in a minute. Let me cut one off this side. See, cut those together any better? No, it's pretty much the same. And anyway, still, as you can see, very juicy. I'm sure it's delicious, and I'm going to tell you right here in just a minute. Oh my goodness. That wonderful beef flavor all the way through the meat. It's got that nice little end bite from those pepperoncinis we put on there, as you remember. You don't have to use those. I like it with a little bit of tang. And so anyway, we went ahead and put it on there. But this is all ready to go. You can serve this with vegetables. You can put it on a sandwich. You can do basically whatever you want with it. It's very much like a brisket. You make it unique with the flavor. We use the Basic Instinct, SPG, basically salt, pepper, garlic, and added the pepperoncinis and the onions, and that's it. We've got that delicious gravy back there that we could thicken up and use that on it as well. But I'd say another success. So I hope you like what you're seeing, and I hope you continue to follow us. Again, SwiftSpiceCo.com, Swifty Spice Company. Check us out if you haven't already. Get you some good spices and get in on some of this fun. We'll see you next time.